What's going on, boys and girls? What's up, world? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be discussing every single returning Pokemon for Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's no longer relevant. So a while ago, I made a video trying to figure out all 340 returning Generation 1 through 7 Pokemon for Pokemon Sword and Shield. And, well, it was alright. With recent leaks, we now have a look at almost every single entry for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and we can see that before the post-game, there are 400 Pokemon available. At this point in time, I do not know if there's going to be an expanded Pokedex in the post-game. Once I know, there's going to be a pinned comment down below, and maybe also a card in the top right corner. If you didn't see anything, then there's only 400. Sorry. Now, just a heads up, I'm going through every single Pokemon that is confirmed to be in this game. If you do not hear me talk about a Pokemon being confirmed, or if you look at the chart, if they appear white instead of yellow, that means that as of right now, they are not confirmed to be in this game. I want to take a look at this because there is some weird stuff going on, guys. Let's start with this. You have Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, but you don't have Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. This is the first time ever that there has been a starter in a game from a generation, and it has not had the other starters. It's very, very weird. In addition, whenever we look at an actual Pokedex order, we get an idea of when the Pokemon is going to be available in the game. Like your first route Pokemon are usually right at the very beginning. However, Charmander is number 378 out of 400. This would lead us to believe that he's going to be a pseudo-legendary right at the very end of the game, with like Larvitar's evolution line and Type Null and Ditto, which are normally always at the end. So seeing my Burn Boy all the way at the end is a little weird. In addition to that, we have Caterpie Metapod Butterfree, but we don't have Weedle Kakuna Beedrill. Now, Caterpie is number 13 in the Galarian Dex, which still means that it's very early. However, instead of being paired up with Weedle Kakuna Beedrill, it's being paired up with the Grubbin line from Pokemon Sun and Moon, and also a new Pokemon that's yet to be officially revealed. So they're taking some of these, but not all of them, which actually is kind of nice. Because whenever you see Caterpie, you expect to see Weedle, right? We don't have the Pidgey line, we don't have Rattata, finally, we don't have Spearow, we don't have Ekans Arbok, we do have Pikachu, of course. However, Pikachu is another one. He's number 193 in the Galarian Dex, meaning that you're not gonna have him early game. He is like a mid-game Pokemon that you're gonna find after like your 3rd to 5th gym badge, which kind of awesome, honestly. That means you're gonna find high-level Pikachus who already know Thunderbolt, boom, Thunderstone, you're done. Contrary to some leaks, we do not have any of the Nidorans. We do have the Clefairy line. We have Vulpix and Ninetales. This is another example. We have Clefairy, but we don't have Jigglypuff. We don't have Zubat in this game, which, fun fact, Zubat is only one of 3 Pokemon lines that have appeared in every single Pokemon game, in addition to Psyduck and Magnemites. Another example, we have Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, but we will not have Bellsprout, Weepinbell, Victreebel. Of course, we have Blossom later on down in the Pokedex. We don't have Paras, Venonat. We do have Diglett and Dugtrio. We have a new Meowth and a new Persian, and also something really interesting going on there that's a little vague at this point, but I don't even know. This is the first mainline RPG game that Psyduck is not appearing in. Thank God. We don't have Manicure Primate. We do have Growlithe and Arcanine. We do not have the Poliwag line or the Abra line, but we do have the Machop line. Another thing, Machop and Abra have always gone hand in hand because they're trade evolutions. We don't have Tentacool. We do not have the Geodude line, but we do have the Machop line. Another weird thing because those two always go hand in hand. We do have Ponyta, Rapidash. We don't have Slowpoke, Slowbro, Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, Doduo, Dodrio, Seal, Dugong, Grimer, Muck. Of course, we do have Farfetch'd, which at this time it's believed that we're going to be having a regional variant Farfetch'd. We do have Shelter, Cloyster, Haunter, Ghastly, Gengar. We do have Onix and Steelix. We do not have Drowsy or Hypno. We got Krabby and Kingler. No Voltorb, Electrode, Execute, Executor, Cubone, Marowak, Lickitung, Chansey, Tangela, Staryu, Starmie, Horsey, Seadra, Kingdra, Kangaskhan. We do have Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Tyrogue, and Hitmontop. We have supposedly no regional coughing, but we do have a regional wheezing. Kind of like how we saw with having no Alolan Cubone, but an Alolan Marowak. We do have Rhyhorn, Rhydon, and Rhyperior. We have a regional Mr. Mime. We do not know about Mime Jr. at this time, and we have a regional evolution of Mr. Mime. We have Scyther, Jinx, Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir, and Tauros, all these Pokemon excluded from this game. Of course, we have to have Magikarp and Gyarados, Lapras with its pretty awesome Dynamax, Gigantamax, we have Ditto, we need Ditto, we have Eevee and all the Eeveelutions. There are no new Eeveelutions in this game. Sorry to disappoint. No Porygon. There are no fossils from any previous game. I should also state now there's no starters from any previous game. And there are no legendaries or mythicals from any previous game. Although we have had Mew confirmed by the Pokemon Company, it's just not appearing before number 400, which makes sense. We do have Snorlax. We do not have the Dragonite line. The rumors that you saw about the last gym trainer is Lance and he has a Galarian Dragonite, those are false. Now, Gen 1 I covered a little bit in detail. Going forward, I'm really just going to point out some abnormalities and talk about Pokemon that are featured in the Pokedex. Again, no Gen 2 starters. We have Hoothoot and Noctowl, Chinchou, Lantern, babies right there. We have the entire Togepi line, Natu, Xatu. We do not have the Mareep Ampharos line. We do have Sudowoodo and Bonsly. We have Wooper, Quagsire, Espeon, Umbreon, Wobbuffet. We have the pre-evolution of Wobbuffet, Steelix, Quillfish, Shuckle. I don't think Shuckle has a regional variant. I do not know for certain though. We do have Sneasel and Weavile, Swinub, Piloswine. We have a regional Corsola and a regional evolution. That's pretty cool. Remoraid, Octillery, Delibird, Mantine. Of course, we have Mantike. I did this on my own and I did it pretty fast. So like, say for example, if I said that Electabuzz, who is confirmed, but he's not, but I forgot to highlight Elekid as just because they're different Pokedex entries. I think I caught all of them. We don't have Tauros or Miltank. We don't have the Chansey line. I don't know what you're going to do for experience in this game. We already have the Larvitar line confirmed with the double box pre-order, and again, no legendaries or mythicals. On to Gen 3, we have Zigzagoon, Lanoon, all those regional variants, and the regional evolution that's been officially revealed to us. We have Ludicolo's line, Shifttree's line, Wingull and Pelipper. Has Wingull been in every game? Yep. Since Gen 3, Wingull has appeared in every single game. We have Gardevoir and the boy version. The name is escaping me right now. You know what I'm talking about. We do have Shedinja. That's confirmed to be back, which is pretty good. Always a fun Pokemon to have on your team. Sableye and Mawile are both back. The Manectric line. We do have Wailord, Gigantamax, Wailord confirmed. That's not actually confirmed, that's just a meme. We have Torkoal, Trapinch, Vibrava, Flygon. Flygon has always gotten the worst, man. When's Flygon gonna get the love he deserves? No Zangoose or Seviper. We do have the Lunatone, Solrock, Wishcash, Crawdaunt, Claydol. Again, no fossils. We do have Feebas and Melodic returning. We do have Gyarados, so it'd be wrong to not have these guys. We do not have Castform, which is actually kind of surprising with the dynamic weather system that we've seen in the game. I would have thought we would have a Castform. Duskull, Dusclops. We do not have Absol, who was my favorite Pokemon for SOS battles. How are you gonna... Are there SOS battles? I don't think there's SOS battles. They never covered that. Snorunt, Glalie, pretty much nothing from here. No Salamence in the game, no Metagross in the game. I mean, we don't have Salamence, but we do have a new Pokemon who is kind of taking the role of Salamence. Just saying. No Metagross, no Reggies, no Lotties. On to Gen 4. Obviously no starters, no Bidoof. Sorry, Bidoof fans. We do have Bidoo, Roserade, Vespiquen, Combee. We have the Cherum line, the Gastrodon line, the Driftblim line, Stuntank, Bronzong, baby forms of Pokemon that we've seen before. We have Lucario, Hippowdon, so you can bring a shiny from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Drapion, Toxicroak, Mantike, Abomasnow. Actually, these are mostly just like additional evolutions added on in this generation, aren't they? There's actually a fair amount of Gen 4 in this game. I don't know, Diamond Pearl remakes confirmed. Getting on to Gen 5, of course, once again, no starters, no early root Pokemon, but we do have Purrloin, Liepard. We do not have the apes, Sandsear and Poor. A lot of people thought they would make the cut. They do not. I thought they would make the cut. Musharna, Pidove, Uzapheasant, Gigalith, Swoobat, Excadrill, Conkeldurr. By the way, if I'm saying these names wrong, that's fine. Whatever, get over it. Seismitoad, Saw Can Throw. You know, I always wanted to use what's his name? Scoliopeed? He's just never been on my team, ever. I always wanted to use one. Basculin. There's a lot of weird single form Pokemon that make an appearance, like Basculin. Like, there's no point in Basculin. It's, in my opinion, not the coolest Pokemon. I don't think anyone would say that Basculin is their favorite Pokemon. He has appeared in every game since his release, but like, Basculin in the Pokedex is grouped with Wishiwashi and Pukumuku. Right there, 3 Pokemon that only have one form. We also have Delibird appearing, who's a single form. Stunfisk, Shuckle, Sawkthrow, Sableye, Mawile, Maractus, Sigilyph, Torkoal, Mimikyu, Quillfish, Cramorant, Durant, Heatmore, Oranguru, Passimium, bunch of them. We have Crustle, another Ultra Sun and Moon, Ultra Wormhole, shiny Pokemon that you probably have. We have Scrafty and Scraggy. Shout out to Callum. Sigilyph, Yamask. There's something going on with Yamask. I think there's a regional. I haven't covered it yet. Trubbish, Garbodor, Cincino line. The ice cream cone is back for some reason. And like another Pokemon, Sawsbuck and Deerling. They changed their form based on the season. I thought it'd be cool if they did that with the dynamic weather system. Jellicent, Carablast, Escalavier, Joltik, the smallest Pokemon, Ferroseed, Clink, the Axew line, Behemoth. Again, no idea how to say his name. Beartic is confirmed. Golurk, Parnaward. We do have both Rufflet and Vullaby's lines. We have no Swords of Justice. We don't have Hydreigon. Wait, yes we do. Hang on, that's wrong. There's some Pokemon that those parts of the Pokedex haven't been filled out. The person is playing, I think, Sword. This is a question mark. That's because that one hasn't been found in their copy of the game, and we already have confirmation that we do have the Hydreigon line. So because of that, I can actually confirm the Hydreigon line, and it's going to be number 386, because it's next to the Larvitar line, the Gumi, and the Jangmo, and those are the Dragon version exclusives in the games. Okay, there we go. Crisis averted. Getting on to Pokemon X and Y. Again, no starter Pokemon. We have Diggersby. Great, don't know why he made the cut. No Vivillon, that makes sense because they weren't gonna make every single pattern. We also don't have Spinda, and we also don't have Unknown. Any Pokemon that has a whole bunch of different forms like that, we don't have confirmation on them, and that makes sense because it takes time to make all those models. We don't have the Flabebe. Sorry, AZ. We do have Pangoro, Meowstic. Of course, we have Aegislash because he's a Sword and Shield. We do have the Swirlix line and the Spritzy line. NK Malamar. Why did my camera turn off? Oh, my battery's exhausted. Had to do a battery swap on my DSLR. We have Barbacle. Great, because who can't live without Barbacle? We don't have Dragalagy. He was sort of underused and underappreciated, wasn't he? We do have Helioptile. No fossils. We do have Goodra, Phantom, Trevenant, Gourgeist, Bergmite, Noibat, and then getting on to Sun and Moon, we don't have any of the regional birds. We do have the regional bugs, Vikavolt, Cutiefly, Ribombee, no Rockruff or Lycanroc. We do have Wishiwashi, Mareanie, Toxapex, Mudbray, Mudsdale. Dewpider's line, we do not have Fomantis. It's a shame because that was the first shiny I caught in that game. We do have Morlul, Salandit. I think it's funny that we have both Salandit and we have Combee, so you have one Pokemon that you need the female of, and one Pokemon that you need. Salazzle is also female, right? Yeah, you need the female of 2 Pokemon for them to evolve. You do have Beware, you do have Serena, Golisopod makes a return. This is really weird. We have Type Null and Soul Valley. I don't know why those Pokemon made the cut. I guess they're sort of pseudo-legendaries. They have the weird plate thing going on for them. They're also extremely late in the Pokedex at number 381. So that's right at the very end with the pseudo-legendary dragons. Charmander, Larvitar, Gumi, Jangmo, the new dragon, which is really awesome. At this time, we do not have any Ultra Beasts confirmed, and that comes to the end of our list here. Again, I don't know what's happening post-game. If you didn't see your favorite Pokemon, I'm sorry. There might be something else. Again, if there is something else, I'll leave a pinned comment down below, or I'll make a follow-up video here or something. The important thing to note here is that this is 314 Pokemon accounted for. The Pokedex is 400. That means that we have 86 new Pokemon. 1 out of every 5 Pokemon you encounter in this game will be a Pokemon that is brand new. And that is fantastic. And that's not even including the regional forms, which there's a lot of, and regional evolutions. I'm not mad at that. When I played through Sun and Moon, I felt like they only kept the Pokemon that were actually relevant to the area that I was. Like, there wasn't any specific reason to include Pokemon that, you know, they were old Pokemon, so we just threw them there. Instead, every area felt like it was themed appropriately. And I'm excited for that. But I want to know what you think. Guys, leave a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.